You are more than your loneliness. You are a magnificent being of light, capable of transforming your entire existence through the power of your thoughts and actions. Today, we're going to talk about something that affects so many of us, but more importantly, we're going to discuss how you can overcome it, how you can fill your life with connection, purpose, and joy. Let's begin by acknowledging a fundamental truth. Loneliness is not your natural state. It's a temporary condition, a feeling that you've learned, and therefore, it's something you can unlearn. You have within you the power to change your perception, to shift your focus, and to create a life brimming with meaningful connections. Think about this for a moment. Every single one of us comes into this world as part of something larger. We're born into families, communities, a vast tapestry of human existence. Loneliness isn't our default setting. It's a mindset we've adopted along the way. And just as we've learned to feel lonely, we can learn to feel connected, valued, and deeply integrated into the world around us. Now, I want you to take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs, nourishing every cell in your body. This breath connects you to every living being on this planet. We all share this air, this life-giving force. In this very moment, you're part of something much bigger than yourself. You're not alone. You're an integral part of the universe. But I know what you might be thinking, Wayne, that sounds nice, but I still feel lonely. How do I actually change that? And that's exactly what we're going to address. We're going to explore practical, powerful ways to transform your experience of loneliness into one of connection and fulfillment. The first step in this transformation is to recognize that loneliness is often a result of how we perceive ourselves and our place in the world. It's not about the number of people around you. It's about your relationship with yourself and your understanding of your connection to the world. Many of us have bought into the illusion that we're separate, isolated individuals, but this couldn't be further from the truth. You are interconnected with every person, every animal, every plant, every star in the sky. Your very existence ripples out and touches countless lives in ways you may never fully comprehend. To begin shifting away from loneliness, start by cultivating a sense of self-love and self-acceptance. This might sound counterintuitive. After all, isn't loneliness about needing others? But the truth is, the most profound and lasting connections with others stem from a strong, loving relationship with yourself. Each morning when you wake up, before you do anything else, look in the mirror and say to yourself, I love you. You are worthy of love and connection. It might feel awkward or even silly at first, but persist. Do this every day and watch how it begins to shift your energy, your self-perception, and ultimately your experience of the world. As you build this foundation of self-love, you'll naturally begin to radiate a different energy. You'll approach the world not from a place of lack or neediness, but from a place of fullness and love. And here's the beautiful thing, is energy is magnetic. It draws people and opportunities to you. Now let's talk about action. Overcoming loneliness isn't just about changing your thoughts. It's also about changing your behaviors. It's about reaching out, taking risks, and creating opportunities for connection. One powerful way to do this is through service. When you focus on helping others, you naturally connect with people. You become part of something larger than yourself. Whether it's volunteering at a local charity, helping a neighbor, or simply offering a kind word to a stranger, acts of service create ripples of connection that extend far beyond the immediate interaction. I want you to commit to one act of service each day. It doesn't have to be grand or time-consuming. It could be as simple as holding the door for someone, offering a genuine compliment, or sending a thoughtful message to a friend. The key is consistency. Make it a daily practice and watch how it begins to shift your perspective and your experiences. Another crucial aspect of overcoming loneliness is learning to be comfortable with solitude. This might seem paradoxical, but it's essential. When you can find peace and contentment in your own company, you approach relationships from a place of choice rather than desperation. Spend time each day in quiet reflection. It could be through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in nature. Use this time to connect with your inner self, to explore your thoughts and feelings without judgment. As you become more comfortable with yourself, you'll find that the quality of your interactions with others improves dramatically. Remember, loneliness often stems from a belief that we're fundamentally different or separate from others, but the truth is, we're all far more alike than we are different. We all share the same basic hopes, fears, and desires. We all want to be loved, to feel valued, to find meaning in our lives. When you interact with others, try to see beyond surface differences. Look for the common humanity that unites us all. Practice empathy and compassion. Listen deeply to others, seeking to understand their experiences and perspectives. As you do this, you'll find that connections form more easily and naturally. It's also important to address the role of technology in our experience of loneliness. In today's digital age, we're more connected than ever before in one sense, yet many people feel more isolated than ever. Social media, in particular, can create a false sense of connection while actually increasing feelings of loneliness and inadequacy. I encourage you to be mindful of your technology use. While digital tools can be valuable for maintaining connections, they're no substitute for real-world, face-to-face interactions. Make a conscious effort to balance your online activities with in-person connection. Reach out to friends and family. Join clubs or groups related to your interests. Engage in community activities. The richest, most fulfilling connections often happen when we step away from our screens and engage with the world around us. As you work on building connections with others, it's crucial to maintain realistic expectations. Meaningful relationships take time to develop. They require patience, understanding, and often a willingness to be vulnerable. Don't expect instant, deep connections with everyone you meet. Instead, focus on gradually building authentic relationships based on mutual respect and shared experiences. Another powerful tool for overcoming loneliness is gratitude. When we focus on what we're grateful for, we shift our attention away from what we perceive to be lacking in our lives. Each day, take time to acknowledge the good things in your life, no matter how small they may seem. This practice not only improves your overall well-being, but also makes you more attractive to others. People naturally gravitate towards those who radiate positivity and appreciation. Now let's address a common misconception about loneliness. Many people believe that being in a romantic relationship will automatically cure their feelings of loneliness. While loving relationships can certainly enrich our lives, they're not a magic solution. In fact, it's entirely possible to feel lonely even when surrounded by people or in a committed relationship. True connection, the kind that dispels loneliness, comes from a place of wholeness. It's about sharing your authentic self with others, not seeking to fill a void. This is why the work we do on ourselves is so crucial. As you become more comfortable with who you are, as you learn to love and accept yourself fully, you'll find that your relationships become richer and more fulfilling. I want to emphasize the importance of taking responsibility for your own happiness and fulfillment. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that others are responsible for making us feel connected or valued. But the truth is, this power lies within you. You have the ability to create the life you want, to foster the connections you desire. This doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. Seeking support when you need it is a sign of strength, not weakness. Whether it's talking to a trusted friend, joining a support group, or working with a therapist, don't hesitate to reach out for help when you need it. Remember, asking for support is itself an act of connection. As we continue on this journey of overcoming loneliness, it's important to acknowledge that change doesn't happen overnight. You might have moments of doubt or setbacks along the way. This is normal and part of the process. The key is to be gentle with yourself and to persist in your efforts. Each small step you take, each act of self-love, each reaching out to others, each moment of gratitude is creating a new pattern in your life. Over time, these small actions accumulate, leading to profound changes in how you experience yourself and the world around you. I want you to think about your life as a garden. Right now, you might feel like that garden is barren or overgrown with weeds of loneliness, but with consistent care and attention, you can transform it into a thriving, beautiful space filled with the flowers of connection and joy. Every day, you have the opportunity to tend to this garden. You can plant seeds of new relationships, nurture existing connections, and pull out the weeds of negative self-talk or limiting beliefs. It takes time and effort, but remember too that your garden will attract others. As you cultivate beauty and positivity in your life, you'll naturally draw people to you. They'll be attracted to your energy, your authenticity, your zest for life. Now, let's talk about the power of purpose in overcoming loneliness. When we have a sense of purpose, something that gives our life meaning beyond ourselves, we naturally connect with others who share our values and goals. This could be a cause you're passionate about, a creative pursuit, or a personal mission to make the world a better place in some way. I encourage you to explore what gives your life meaning. What are you passionate about? What change do you want to see in the world? How can you contribute your unique gifts and talents? As you connect with your purpose, you'll find that you naturally attract like-minded individuals into your life. This sense of purpose also helps to put loneliness into perspective. When you're focused on something larger than yourself, moments of loneliness become less overwhelming. You understand that you're part of something bigger, that your life has meaning and value beyond your immediate circumstances. Another powerful practice for overcoming loneliness is to cultivate curiosity about the world around you. When we approach life with curiosity, we open ourselves up to new experiences, new ideas, and new connections. Every person you meet has a unique story, a wealth of experiences to share. By approaching others with genuine interest and openness, you create opportunities for meaningful connection. The next time you're in a social situation, challenge yourself to learn something new about each person you interact with. Ask questions, listen actively, and show genuine interest in their responses. You'll be amazed at how this simple practice can transform your interactions and help you form deeper connections. It's also important to address the role of self-fulfilling prophecies in our experience of loneliness. If we believe we're destined to be lonely, we often unconsciously act in ways that reinforce this belief. We might withdraw from social situations, avoid eye contact, or give off closed-off body language. These behaviors then lead to fewer social interactions, which in turn reinforces our belief that we're lonely. Breaking the cycle requires conscious effort. It involves challenging your beliefs about yourself and your place in the world. It means taking risks, putting yourself out there even when it feels uncomfortable. Each time you do this, each time you strike up a conversation with a stranger, attend a social event, or reach out to an old friend, you're creating new evidence that counters your old beliefs about loneliness. And remember, your thoughts create your reality. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm lonely," "no one understands me," or "I'll always be alone," you're programming your mind to look for evidence that supports these beliefs. I try adopting new, empowering beliefs. I am connected to everyone and everything. I attract positive relationships into my life. I am worthy of love and connection. These new beliefs might feel strange or even false at first. That's okay. The key is to persist in affirming them, to look for evidence that supports them, and to act as if they're already true. Over time, you'll find that your experiences begin to align with these new, empowering beliefs. Now let's talk about the importance of self-care in overcoming loneliness. When we neglect our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being, we're more susceptible to feelings of isolation and disconnection. Taking good care of yourself isn't selfish. It's essential for building the inner resources you need to connect meaningfully with others. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating nourishing food, and engaging in regular physical activity. These basic self-care practices have a profound impact on your mood, energy levels, and overall well-being. When you feel good physically, you're more likely to feel confident and open to social interactions. Equally important is emotional self-care. This involves acknowledging and processing your emotions in healthy ways. If you're feeling lonely, allow yourself to feel that emotion without judgment. Recognize it as a signal that you're desiring connection, not as a permanent state or a reflection. Spiritual self-care is also crucial, regardless of your religious or philosophical beliefs. This could involve practices like meditation, prayer, spending time in nature, or engaging in activities that give you a sense of connection to something larger than yourself. These practices help to ground you. and provide a sense of peace and belonging that can counteract feelings of loneliness. As we continue on this journey of overcoming loneliness, I want to address the role of forgiveness. Often, past hurts or disappointments can lead us to close ourselves off from others. We might carry resentment towards those who've hurt us or harbor guilt over ways we've hurt others. These unresolved emotions can create barriers to connection. Forgiveness, both of others and of yourself, is a powerful tool for breaking down these barriers. This doesn't mean condoning harmful actions or forgetting what happened. Rather, it's about releasing the emotional charge associated with past events so that they no longer control your present experiences. Practice forgiveness as an act of self-love, and forgive yourself for times when you may have pushed people away or missed opportunities for connection. Forgive others who may have contributed to your feelings of loneliness. As you release these old hurts, you create space for new, positive experiences in your life. Another important aspect of overcoming loneliness is learning to communicate effectively. Many of us struggle to express our needs and feelings clearly, which can lead to misunderstandings and feelings of disconnection. Learning to communicate openly and honestly, to express your thoughts and feelings while also listening attentively to others, is key to building meaningful relationships. Practice being vulnerable in your communications. Share your authentic thoughts and feelings with others. This doesn't mean dumping all your problems on everyone you meet, but rather allowing yourself to be seen and known by others. When we open up, we create opportunities for others to do the same, leading to deeper, more satisfying connections. It's also crucial to address any limiting beliefs you might hold about relationships. Perhaps you believe that you're not interesting enough, that you don't have anything valuable to offer, or that people will reject you if they really get to know you. These beliefs, often formed in childhood or as a result of past experiences, can hold you back from forming the connections you desire. Challenge these limiting beliefs. Look for evidence that contradicts them. Remember times when people have appreciated you, when you've made a positive difference in someone's life, or when you've enjoyed meaningful connections. Use these experiences as proof that you are worthy and capable of forming deep, fulfilling relationships. As we near the end of our time together, I want to emphasize the importance of patience and persistence in this process of overcoming loneliness. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, one that involves both progress and setbacks. There may be days when you feel more connected than ever, and others when loneliness creeps back in. This is normal and part of the process. The key is to keep moving forward, to keep taking those small daily actions that lead to greater connection. Each time you practice self-love, reach out to others, engage in an act of service, or challenge a limiting belief, you're creating new neural pathways in your brain. You're literally rewiring yourself for connection and fulfillment. Remember, too, that you're not alone in this journey. Millions of people around the world are working to overcome loneliness and create more meaningful connections in their lives. You're part of a global community of individuals striving for growth and connection. Take comfort in this shared human experience. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with a powerful visualization exercise. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself as a bright, radiant light. See this light extending out from you, touching everything and everyone around you. Feel how you're connected to all of existence through this light. Now imagine this light growing stronger and brighter with each breath you take. As you exhale, see the light extending further, reaching out to connect with other lights, other people all around the world. Feel the warmth and love flowing through these connections. This is the truth of who you are. You are not isolated or alone. You are a vital part of the interconnected web of life, always connected, always belonging. Carry this image with you as you go about your day. Remember it when you feel lonely or disconnected. In conclusion, overcoming loneliness is a journey of self-discovery, growth, and connection. It involves changing your thoughts and beliefs, taking consistent action to create connections, and cultivating a deep sense of self-love and acceptance. It's about recognizing your inherent connectedness to all of life and living from that place of wholeness and belonging. As you leave here today, I want you to commit to taking action. Choose one small step you can take right now to begin shifting away from loneliness. Maybe it's reaching out to an old friend, joining a club or group that interests you, or simply smiling at a stranger. Whatever it is, do it with intention and an open heart. Remember, you have the power to transform your experience of loneliness. You are not destined to feel isolated or disconnected. With consistent effort and a willingness to change your perceptions, you can create a life filled with rich meaning. Think about the ripple effect of your actions. As you work to overcome your own loneliness, you're not just changing your life. You're positively impacting everyone around you. Your increased openness and connectedness creates opportunities for others to experience the same. You become a beacon of light, inspiring and uplifting those around you. Imagine a world where everyone took responsibility for their own happiness and connection. A world where we all recognized our fundamental interconnectedness and treated each other with kindness and compassion. This is the world we can create, one person at a time, starting with ourselves. As you continue on this journey, be gentle with yourself. There will be challenges and setbacks along the way. There may be days when loneliness feels overwhelming. When this happens, remind yourself that feelings are temporary. They come and go like clouds in the sky. And you are not your feelings. You are the vast, open awareness in which these feelings arise and pass away. Practice mindfulness to help you navigate difficult emotions. When you feel lonely, pause and take a few deep breaths. Notice the feeling in your body without judgment. Where do you feel it? What sensations are associated with it? As you observe the feeling with curiosity and compassion, you'll often find that it begins to shift and change. Another powerful practice is to keep a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big or small, a beautiful sunset, a kind word from a stranger, a delicious meal. This practice helps to shift your focus from what you perceive to be lacking in your life to the abundance that's already present. Remember, too, that loneliness often comes from a belief that we need to be different in some way to be accepted or loved. But the truth is, you are already perfect and complete just as you are. Your quirks, your unique perspective, your particular combination of strengths and weaknesses, these are what make you uniquely you. Embrace them, love them, share them with the world. As you work on overcoming loneliness, pay attention to the quality of your relationships. It's not about the quantity of connections you have, but the depth and authenticity of those connections. One genuine, supportive friendship can do more to alleviate loneliness than 100 shallow acquaintances. Cultivate relationships that nourish your soul. Seek out people who accept you as you are, who challenge you to grow, and who inspire you to be your best self. At the same time, be willing to be that kind of friend to others. Show up with authenticity, compassion, and a willingness to truly see and hear the other person. Remember that every interaction is an opportunity for connection. Whether you're chatting with a cashier, sitting next to someone on public transportation, or attending a social event, approach each interaction with openness and curiosity. You never know when a simple exchange might blossom into a meaningful connection. As you go about your day, practice being fully present in each moment. So often we move through life on autopilot, lost in our thoughts about the past or future. But true connection happens in the present moment. When you're fully present, you're able to truly see and hear others, to respond authentically, and to create genuine connections. Another powerful practice is to regularly step out of your comfort zone. Growth and connection often happen when we challenge ourselves. This could mean striking up a conversation with someone new, trying a new hobby or activity, or expressing yourself in ways you normally wouldn't. Each time you do this, you're expanding your capacity for connection and proving to yourself that you're capable of creating the relationships you desire. It's also important to address any underlying issues that might be contributing to your feelings of loneliness. Sometimes loneliness can be a symptom of depression, anxiety, or other mental health challenges. If you find that your feelings of loneliness are persistent and overwhelming, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A therapist or counselor can provide valuable support and tools to help you navigate these feelings and build more. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It shows that you're committed to your personal growth and well-being. Many people find that therapy not only helps them overcome loneliness, but also leads to greater self-understanding and personal growth in all areas of life. As we continue on this journey of overcoming loneliness, it's important to cultivate patience. Change takes time. You might not see immediate results from your efforts, but trust that every small action you take is creating a shift in your life. Like water dripping on a stone. Your consistent efforts will eventually create a profound transformation. Think about how you can create rituals of connection in your life. These could be regular coffee dates with friends, weekly phone calls with family members, or monthly gatherings with a group that shares your interests. Having these regular touch points of connection can provide a sense of stability and belonging, even during times when you might be feeling more isolated. It's also powerful to connect with something larger than yourself. This could be through volunteering for a cause you believe in, participating in community events, or engaging in spiritual or religious practices. When we feel part of something bigger than ourselves, it helps to put our individual struggles into perspective and provides a sense of meaning and purpose. Remember that nature can be a powerful antidote to loneliness. Spending time outdoors, whether it's taking a walk in a park, hiking in the mountains, or simply sitting under a tree, can help you feel more connected to the world around you. Nature reminds us of our place in the grand tapestry of life, helping to alleviate feelings of isolation. As you work on building connections with others, don't forget to nurture your relationship with yourself. Self-connection is the foundation for all other connections. Take time each day to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What do you need? What's bringing you joy? What's challenging you? This self-awareness will not only help you navigate your emotions more effectively, but will also make you more present and authentic in your relationships with others. Practice self-compassion as you navigate this journey. Be kind to yourself when you have moments of loneliness or when things don't go as planned. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a good friend. Remember, you're human, and it's normal to have ups and downs. The key is to keep moving forward with compassion and determination. Another powerful practice is to cultivate an attitude of abundance when it comes to relationships. Often, loneliness stems from a scarcity mindset, a belief that there aren't enough meaningful connections to go around. But the truth is, the potential for connection is limitless. There are always new people to meet, new relationships to form, new depths of connection to explore in existing relationships. Approach each day with the belief that meaningful connections are available to you. Look for opportunities to create and deepen connections. They're all around you if you're open to seeing them. Remember, too, that technology can be a powerful tool for connection when used mindfully. While it's important to prioritize in-person interactions, technology can help us stay connected with loved ones who are far away. Find like-minded individuals who share our interests and access support and resources. The key is to use technology in ways that enhance rather than replace real-world connections. As we near the end of our time together, I want to remind you of your innate worthiness. You are deserving of love, connection, and belonging simply because you exist. You don't need to prove your worth or change who you are to be deserving of meaningful relationships. Your unique qualities, your quirks, your experiences, all of these make you who you are, and who you are is carry this truth with you as you go out into the world. Let it inform how you interact with others and how you treat yourself. When you truly believe in your own worthiness, you naturally attract others who recognize and appreciate your value. In conclusion, overcoming loneliness is a journey of self-discovery, growth, and connection. It involves changing your thoughts and beliefs, taking consistent action to create connections, and cultivating a deep sense of self-love and acceptance. It's about recognizing your inherent connectedness to all of life and living from that place of wholeness and belonging. As you leave here today, I challenge you to commit to this journey. Choose one small action you can take right now to begin shifting away from loneliness. Maybe it's reaching out to a friend, joining a group that interests you, or simply practicing self-compassion. Whatever it is, do it with intention and an open heart. Remember, you have the power to transform your experience of loneliness. You are not destined to feel isolated or disconnected. With consistent effort and a willingness to change your perceptions, you can create a life filled with rich, meaningful. Think about the ripple effect of your actions. As you work to overcome your own loneliness, you're not just changing your life. You're positively impacting everyone around you. Your increased openness and connectedness creates opportunities for others to experience this. You become a beacon of light, inspiring and uplifting those around you. Imagine a world where everyone took responsibility for their own happiness and connection. A world where we all recognize our fundamental interconnectedness and treated each other with kindness and compassion. This is the world we can create, one person at a time, starting with ourselves. Go forth with courage, with openness, with love. Embrace the journey of connection that lies ahead of you. Remember that you are never truly alone. You are an integral part of the vast, beautiful tapestry of life. Let this knowledge empower you, inspire you, and guide you as you create a life filled with meaningful connections and profound belonging. Thank you for being here, for being open to this message, and for committing to your own growth and well-being. The world is a better place because you're in it, and as you continue to open your heart and connect with others, you'll create ripples of positive change that extend far beyond what you can imagine. Go forth and shine your light brightly. The world is waiting for your unique gifts, your open heart, and your beautiful spirit. Embrace the journey ahead with enthusiasm, courage, and love.